Hello, this is my day 5 update of NoFap. As well as that, I have an update for the channel as a whole. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see this. Oh. Basically, I've got berries on my arm. But I've got berries for a purpose. I am currently filming a video which will be about, I haven't decided yet, it's an Artodian work of art which will hopefully get me Breakthrough Artist of the Year. Probably not. So yeah, I be loading kind of stuff, filmy things on another channel, and I might tape this onto Vimeo. Daily Motion, and one of my aims with this kind of thing is I would like to make an account on website called, what is it? Yeah, LinkedIn, and I'm gonna see if I can potentially get some sort of job doing some video editing stuff. Maybe this would help. On to my NoFap stuff. So, I'm on day 5. I've had urges as bad as day 3. Day 3, the urges were awful. On day 3, I wanted to relapse on multiple occasions. Throughout the day, today it was all just blocked. Like my cold turkey blocker was active, but it was when it wasn't active that the urges kind of messed me over. Luckily, I dealt with that by filming videos with a few different clips. It's one of them where which I've made a bloodbath with my arm. I can't say too much about that scene, except from the, I was in the bathroom, I was making a bloodbath, and forgot what. Yeah. Whenever my cold turkey block wasn't active, I had urges to relapse, and I dealt with it today by making videos, and I think that's the importance of sexual transmutation. You can't just sit around with these urges. But then the problem is, after you've practiced sexual transmutation with the videos, or if you're into writing or whatever, and yeah, you have to constantly be practicing the sexual transmutation. You have to, after you've done that with the video or whatever, you have to do it afterwards, because what I did is that I went online, I went on YouTube, I added 2 Instagram models doing, I peaked Instagram models. They were clothed, they were decent, and kind of content on there was indecent, to me at least, and to the people on this journey. The woman who I was watching basically did, I didn't watch, I just looked at the thumbnails, but she basically did haul videos dressing up in tight stockings, that kind of, well, I didn't watch it, but I know that, and she probably did stuff like that, and on the thumbnail she was wearing a bikini. And after that, I decided, well, I'm going to search for some Bollywood songs. My justification, because there's usually justification up here, my justification was that there's a YouTuber I like who he has a lot of Bollywood music playing throughout his videos. He plays some of his videos, and I thought, well, there's no harm in checking out the Bollywood scene, and I looked it up, and I came across one on there, a few women, and they were all wearing bikinis. All the women usually in these videos are like really young, really good looking, in bikinis. And I got thousands of videos just by putting Bollywood in. And I fought the urge. I clicked off it. I have a very handy NoFap button, which I installed for go active. Basically, it's in the corner of the screen. It's a little nodule, basically. You put your mouse over to there. Clickety-click. And it comes up with this screen, which at the top one says urgent depressed, relapse, no, urgent, depressed, rejected, and relapse. Then you've got click here for religious suggestions. And yeah, takes you to Reddit. I block Reddit because there's a lot of porn on there. It takes you to Reddit, or it takes you to Twitter, or it takes you to Reddit, Twitter, random motivation, YouTube, random motivation sites. It basically usually has a quote. It says something like, remember why you were doing this, remember how far you've came. And it's helpful. It's helpful just because it blocks the entire screen, because the website, it comes to the link which is embedded within it. It makes the screen transition to another one and also it's just, you're just on a different web page basically. And well, you can't go back. You have to open up a new tab, and that adds in a bit of a gap between the content, the material you are hoping to look at, and the thing itself, the block. No, you accessing the material. Because if it's blocked off, then you have to open a new tab. You have to type porn in there again. And don't do that, but that's what happens. It delays it. It's like a fuse. It stops you from breaking inside. Stops you from breaking your streak. And it's been very useful. Sexual transmutation has been very useful. And I'd say actually speaking to women in theory would be useful. I went to the shop today when in lockdown, and I saw a girl. She was big. She was she was a bit chubby, and my idealism, which stems from porn, thought, well, why isn't she perfect? She isn't worth my time because she's not Mia Khalifa. So I basically just walked past